All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Joanna Craney. I am the co-founder of Empowered Financial Strategies. I'm a financial advisor and special needs planner. And I'm really excited to have with us here today Danielle Scott Griffith, who is the executive director of the Kellyanne Dolan Memorial Fund. I was recently introduced to Danielle, and she was telling me more about how the Kellyanne Dolan Memorial Fund serves our community with assistance, advocacy, education, and financially for these families who, they spend a lot of time and energy as a caretaker for these children who are critically ill or have disabilities or injuries. So the Kellyanne Dolan Memorial Fund is really there to lighten the burdens and lift the spirits of these families who are caring for these children. And, what I think families see, or I should say what these families are dealing with, is that, there's a lot of expenses that are not covered by insurance or even respite, that they don't even have the time to have time for self-care. So this is a great organization. I wanted to bring this organization to you today so that you can get more information. So welcome, Danielle. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you taking the time. And so Danielle, can you just tell us, how did the Kellyanne Dolan Memorial Fund come to be?
So 46 years ago, a family suffered a loss of a little girl, Kellyanne. Peggy and Joe started the fund in her honor. She had a rare form of cancer. And they saw firsthand what it was like to care for a sick child. There was no, Peggy calls it the great equalizer. So, people would come into town, they would, not have anywhere to stay, they wouldn't be able to pay their bills, their families were in two separate places, because some are at the hospital with the kid and some are at home. And they formed this fund to help families with costs that aren't covered by insurance. So we do basic needs, rent, shelter, electricity, utilities, car payments, car insurance.
Wow.
We do, in the pandemic, we really pivoted to sensory toys for when all the kids were taken out of school and out of their environments. We did a lot of sensory toys. So it was, born out of, insurmountable grief, came something beautiful to help these families, be able to make it through such a trying time.
Yeah. Wow. Collateral beauty, that's what I call it. It's truly remarkable. So how would you say the Kellyanne Dolan Fund serves families, and really how are they unique in this space?
So we are not disease specific. We are the only nonprofit that I know of that is not disease specific. So you can unfortunately have a diagnosis of cancer, you can have a genetic disorder, you can a brain injury, anything. If you have a child who is diagnosed with an injury, illness, or disability, and you're having financial issues, we will help you. We have multiple programs. So we have our financial assistance program, which is that we pay a household bill once a year for a family. We also have our holiday program, which is going on right now, where we match families with sponsors and we give them gift cards. We actually pivoted from gifts during the pandemic as well to gift cards because our families really needed some control and some, they felt empowered that they were actually able to go and buy their own stuff. We do a Thanksgiving drive. We did 25 families this year where they got turkey dinners. We also do family fun days to give a little respite for the families. And we also have a resource program and education. I am the mom of a special needs child and a social worker by trade. So I went through the process of SSI and insurance and getting diapers and formula and the waiver programs. So I'm able to assist families on a personal level of how to get through mountains of paperwork that are very overwhelming and a lot of big words that are scary. So we do those programs also for families.
Wow, that's just incredible. And it just made me like visualize like the importance of advocacy, the importance of literally just standing by somebody who's going through something like really, really trying, and knowing that you have somebody there that's supporting you along the way, whether it's financially, emotionally, like you had said, respite. It's so important to have someone like the Kellyanne Dolan Fund in your corner for these families, because they're going through a lot of trying times. I mean, think about like the time right now. People, it's the holiday season, but they're so consumed taking care of their loved one in or out of the hospital, right? So I just acknowledge you and this organization for the work that you're doing.
We also do support groups. So we have implemented virtual support groups, which is a safe space for caregivers to be able to join, not have their video on, be with other families who are going through this, and be able to share, which is hard. It's hard to share. And I found with my journey with my daughter that the best resources are other parents, what they've tried, what they've done. They're the best support. They give you permission to take a break.
Yes. So important.
That's so important. So we did bring back we also do virtual support groups. I should have said that.
That's great. So that's really key. For all our listeners, I just want to let you know, like, you're not alone here. You are not alone. There are people out there that are going through, might not be the same thing, but a lot of us share in a lot of the difficult things that we're going through. So you do have support. I'm curious, where is the Kellyanne Dolan Fund going, and what are their next steps?
So in the immediate, Thursday night we have an event. I'd like to invite everybody to Cocktails for a Cause. It's an Ambler at the Mahoney Event Center. It's vendors will be selling their stuff for Christmas. The tickets are $25. You get a drink and some appetizers, and then you can stroll through the little market that we'll have set up. So that is next for us. We are kind of reimagining after, coming into our new world of post-pandemic. All of our programs and our family fun days, we plan to bring back our in-person events. We are going to do our golf event in May, and we have our big fundraiser taste in March. What else are we doing? Holiday. We're going to give all of our gifts to our families.
That's great.
So that's where we're going. That's where we're headed. We're excited. We're excited to, really get back with people in person and bringing back our family fun days so we can see our families. I've been here for 12 years, so a lot of the families I know from the family fun days, and I miss them.
Yeah, I think the in-person definitely, maybe this is just personal, but I feel like a lot of people share in this, it just brings energy. Mm-hmm. It's such a great feeling just being with people. I mean, virtual has definitely served its purpose, but getting back together again, connecting with people really can fill your cup when you're feeling isolated.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of our families, right, with the shortage in nursing, they haven't gone back to normal because their kids can't go to school because they don't have a nurse with them. So they're still isolated. They're still home. They're still, and now there's not even an option to go on virtual school. So at least there was some connection there with, what's happening in the world with nursing shortages. They still are, just home, which is terrible.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My daughter's class is supposed to be 7 kids. There's 2.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's really, really sad. And even more so now than ever, we need organizations like this, where we can feel like, people, you're not alone. You don't have to be isolated. You can find support here. Mm-hmm. And, I'm just curious, like, what does the Kellyanne Dolan Fund need right now to help continue to support these families that are in need?
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to build new partnerships, but, we do serve families our criteria is you have to reside in or get your treatment in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Delaware. So, we do make a big impact. And obviously living in Philadelphia, we have amazing hospitals here as well as New York, right? New Jersey. So, we'd love to build new partnerships and move in more into those states. We focused on what was immediate in the pandemic, like most places did, right? Keeping everything going. We like to branch out into Delaware and New Jersey. We like to build new partnerships. We need support. We need come to our events, watch us, listen to us, hear our families. We just need to support the community and state support.
That's okay. So I'm just going to make a little plug here, guys. So if you are charitably inclined, now is the best time. The end of the year, you need some tax write-offs. Here guys, here's an organization that is impacting families in such a huge way. So if there's somebody out there, whether they're interested in contributing or if there's a family in need, what is the best way for them to reach out?
They can call, email. They can go right onto our website and make a donation, dolanfund.org. Okay. They can email us directly. We're all on the website.
And what email should they use to send an email? What's the best email?
Directly at dgriffith@dolanfund.org. They can come right to me.
Okay. All right, fantastic. And is there a phone number that we can highlight?
Yeah, 215-643-0763. Another thing about our organization is that we are really here for people personally. You will get us on the phone. You will get me on the phone or Linda on the phone or Kara on the phone, and we listen and we're here.
Thank you. That's so, yeah. Instead of calling an 800 number, you don't know. Yeah. So that's such a personal touch. Mm-hmm. Danielle, I just want to thank you for being with us here today. I think it's really, really important for families to know that they're not alone. If they need support, if they need assistance, here's a great organization that can be there. And again, the Kellyanne Dolan Fund does need donors. So if you want to make a profound impact in the lives of many, here's an organization that can do that. So again, thank you for being here. I am Joanna Craney of Empowered Financial Strategies. I appreciate you all being with us here today, and make sure that you catch our replays on empowered-fs.com, our blog section. We have great articles and great video content of a lot of different organizations that are serving the disability community, and we're really grateful for them being here. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.